Can you imagine a spider so big it could cover your face? Or one whose venom is 15 times more powerful than that of a snake? Get ready to enter the world of the most feared and fascinating creatures on the planet. Today we'll uncover chilling secrets and incredible abilities of the most dangerous and gigantic spiders in the world. The last one on our list is so deadly it'll make you shiver. Do you think you're brave enough to meet them all? Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Mouse spider, the subterranean colossus with terrifying fangs. At the top of our list is the fearsome mouse spider, Miscellanea spae, one of the most impressive and dangerous species in Australia. Its name comes from its robust appearance and large fangs that resemble the incisors of a mouse. With a body that can exceed 3 centimeters and short but powerful legs, this spider digs deep tunnels in the soil where it waits for prey like a true ambush predator. What makes it so feared isn't just its size but its venom. Some species of mouse spider carry toxins similar to those of the Sydney funnel web spider, capable of causing intense pain, muscle cramps, heavy sweating, and in severe cases, potentially fatal complications. And here's the scariest part. Its fangs are so large they can pierce through leather shoes. Can you imagine feeling a bite like that? Despite their reputation, these spiders rarely leave their burrows unless provoked or forced out by flooding. Inside, they wait patiently for the perfect moment, hunting insects, small reptiles, or even frogs with impressive speed. A fascinating fact, their venom is currently being studied in medicine, as some of its toxins may have applications in neurological treatments. From the most dangerous, something useful can arise, a reminder that nature still holds many secrets to uncover. Would you have the courage to observe a mouse spider up close, knowing its fangs could pierce almost anything? Leave your answer in the comments and tell us which of these spiders gave you the biggest chills. Number 2. Six-eyed sand spider, the silent assassin of the desert. In the vast, arid deserts of South Africa and Namibia lives one of the most enigmatic and feared creatures in the arachnid world, the six-eyed sand spider, Curiosities spae. Its scientific name alone commands respect, but its unique traits make it truly remarkable. Unlike most spiders, which have 8 eyes, this species has only 6 strategically positioned to detect subtle vibrations and movements in the sand, making it a highly efficient predator. Its body is perfectly adapted to the desert environment. Shades of beige, brown, and sand allow it to blend in completely, becoming practically invisible to the naked eye. Its size can range from 1.5 to 12 centimeters, depending on the species and age. But the real danger isn't in its size, it's in its extremely potent venom. Laboratory studies show that its venom has devastating necrotic effects, destroying tissue, and in experimental cases, even damaging internal organs. The most frightening fact, there is no specific anti-venom for its bite, making it one of the most feared spiders in the world. Fortunately for humans, the Curiosities is shy and reclusive, avoiding contact whenever possible. It spends long periods buried in the sand, motionless, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This patience makes it a true master of ambush. When an unsuspecting prey approaches, usually insects, small lizards, or rodents, the spider attacks with lethal precision, injecting venom and ensuring an almost instant kill. Its camouflage is so effective that a person could walk just centimeters away without ever noticing it. Its flattened body, covered in sand grains, acts as natural camouflage, and it can bury itself completely within seconds. In its hunting strategy, Curiosities rivals large predators, extreme patience, surgical precision, and the use of the environment as a weapon. An astonishing fact, this spider can stay buried for weeks without moving, conserving energy while waiting for the perfect opportunity. Its diet is varied large insects, other spiders, lizards, and even small mammals. Against larger prey, its venom acts quickly, paralyzing the victim before it can react. Despite the venom's power, accidents with humans are extremely rare. It only bites in self-defense, and even then, reluctantly. Still, its reputation precedes it. For people living in the Namib desert, the presence of a Curiosities is a constant warning. Walking barefoot or digging in the sand without caution can be a real risk. Explorers often report walking for hours with heightened alertness, knowing a deadly spider could be hiding beneath any grain of sand. From a scientific standpoint, Curiosities venom is fascinating. In addition to its necrotic effects, recent studies show it contains complex enzymes and proteins capable of rapidly dissolving cells, explaining its efficiency in capturing prey. For arachnologists, studying Sicarius provides valuable insight into venom evolution and hunting strategies in extreme environments. Its habitat is extraordinary. Surviving in deserts requires withstanding scorching daytime heat and freezing nighttime cold. Its physiology allows it to endure dehydration and food scarcity. Unlike other predators, it doesn't need to move much. It prefers to wait for prey to come to it. This extreme adaptation to desert life shows the incredible capacity of nature to create highly specialized organisms. Even its reproduction is adapted to the harsh environment. Females lay eggs in small, silk-lined underground chambers camouflaged with sand. The spiderlings hatch ready to dig and hide, beginning life as silent ambushers. This reproductive cycle, combined with physical resilience and hunting efficiency, ensures the survival of the species in one of the planet's harshest habitats. For any desert explorer, the six-eyed sand spider is a constant reminder that nature is full of invisible traps. Small and discreet, it's one of the most efficient predators in its environment, ruling the sands with patience, stealth, and lethal venom. Walking barefoot or touching the sand carelessly could be a fatal mistake. A spider just a few centimeters long can become a deadly threat. Number 3. Red Widow, the venomous jewel of Florida. In the southeastern United States, especially in Florida, lives one of the most stunning members of the Latrodectus genus, the red widow, Latrodectus bishopi. Unlike its black cousins, this species has a vibrant red body with black and orange markings on its abdomen, making it unmistakable. Its bright coloration seems to scream, "Stay away!" Though smaller than other widows, its venom should not be underestimated. It's neurotoxic and can cause intense muscle pain, sweating, cramps, and general discomfort. In some cases, symptoms require immediate medical attention. Fortunately, bites are rare, as the spider prefers to hide in dry shrubs, cacti, and isolated areas where it builds strong webs. A curious fact, unlike the famous black widow, the red widow is far less aggressive. It rarely bites unless handled or cornered. Still, its intense coloration makes it easy to identify and avoid. And despite its potent venom, there are no confirmed cases of human fatalities caused by this species. So what would you do if you found this venomous jewel shining in your Florida backyard? Number 4. Redback spider, Australia's scarlet-marked terror. In Australia, land of deadly creatures, the redback spider, Latrodectus hasselti, holds a special place among the most feared. A close relative of the black widow, it's easily recognized by its glossy black abdomen and the bright red stripe on its back. Females measure up to 1 centimeter, while males are much smaller and less dangerous. Its venom is extremely toxic and can cause latrodectism, a condition that includes severe pain, sweating, muscle spasms, and in serious cases, paralysis. Before the antivenom was developed in 1956, this spider was responsible for several deaths in Australia. Today, thanks to modern medicine, victims usually recover, though not without considerable suffering. Interestingly, the redback rarely moves far. It builds messy, sticky webs in dark corners, under outdoor chairs or inside garages, and waits patiently for prey to get caught before delivering its venom. A chilling detail. After mating, the female often devours the male. True to the widow reputation, scientists believe this sacrifice increases the chances of offspring survival. Would you have the courage to live in Australia knowing a redback could be hiding under your chair? Number 5. Brown widow, the lesser known but equally dangerous cousin. If the black widow is the most famous, her cousin, the brown widow, Latrodectus geometricus, isn't far behind. Native to Africa, it has now spread across almost every continent thanks to human transport. It's smaller, about 1.5 centimeters, with coloring that ranges from brown to gray and the characteristic orange hourglass mark on its abdomen. Though its venom is similar to that of the black widow, it's generally less potent. Still, its bite can cause latrodectism, leading to muscle pain, cramps, nausea, and anxiety. Interestingly, the brown widow is shy and non-aggressive, reducing the likelihood of accidents. It prefers quiet places, garage corners, basements, or outdoor furniture. A curious detail, its egg sacs have a distinctive shape, small spiky spheres that look like tiny stars. This makes it easy to identify and differentiate from her species. As it spreads worldwide, the brown widow has even begun replacing the black widow in some areas, a surprising phenomenon for researchers. And did you know that even though it's less feared, its bite can still send someone to the hospital? What would you do if you found those strange spiky egg sacs in your backyard? Number 6. Wolf spider, the hunter with laser vision. The wolf spider from the family Lycosidae is one of the most well-known and widespread spiders in the world. It can be found in forests, gardens, deserts, and even inside houses. Although there are many different species, they all share one characteristic: they don't build webs to hunt. Instead, they actively chase their prey like true wolves. These spiders have excellent vision thanks to 8 eyes arranged in 3 rows, including 2 large front-facing eyes that reflect light like headlights. With a flashlight, you can see their eyes glowing in the dark. Some species grow up to 4 centimeters, and their robust, hairy bodies make them appear even larger. They are solitary, fast, and extremely agile. A surprising trait: females carry their eggs in a sac attached to their abdomen, and when the spiderlings hatch, they climb onto their mother's back, forming a miniature living army that travels with her. While their bite can cause pain and redness, it rarely poses a danger to humans. But their imposing appearance can certainly give you a scare. Did you know that the name wolf spider comes from the Latin lycos, meaning wolf? Would you have the courage to face one head-on with a flashlight at night? Number 7. Gooty sapphire tarantula, the most venomous blue jewel. Among all the tarantulas in the world, few are as spectacular as the Gooty sapphire tarantula, Poecilotheria metallica. Native to a small forest in India, this species is extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors, thanks to its vibrant metallic blue that shines under light. But don't be fooled by its beauty, it's as defensive as it is dazzling. With a body reaching 7 centimeters and a leg span of up to 15 centimeters, it's a truly impressive tarantula. It lives in trees, building silk refuges between bark, and rarely appears during the day. Although not naturally aggressive, it can move with extreme speed and will not hesitate to bite if threatened. Its venom is not lethal to humans, but can cause intense pain, muscle stiffness, and in severe cases, hospitalization. Additionally, its conservation is a concern for scientists, as its natural habitat is threatened by deforestation. A fascinating fact: this tarantula was first discovered in 1899 and then rediscovered only in 2001, almost a century later, a true lost jewel. Would you dare to keep a blue tarantula at home, or would you prefer to observe it safely behind the glass of a terrarium? Let us know in the comments. Number 8. Yellow sac spider. Small, fast, and dangerous. At first glance, the yellow sac spider may seem harmless. It is small, pale, or yellowish in color and commonly found in houses, gardens, and lawns. But don't be fooled, this spider has one of the most feared bites in North America. There are 2 main species, Caracanthium inclusum and Characanthium milday, both very active hunters with similar behavior. What makes them so feared isn't their size, but their venom. Although rarely fatal, it can cause intense pain, redness, and in some cases necrotic lesions similar to those caused by brown recluse spiders. Bites usually occur by accident, especially when someone puts on clothes or shoes where the spider has hidden overnight. Imagine the shock. These spiders do not build webs to hunt, they are active hunters, moving quickly, especially at dusk. During the day, they shelter in small silk sacs, hence the name. These shelters are usually found in corners or under leaves. A curious fact: they have adapted very well to urban environments and can be found in nearly any temperate region of the world. Did you know that many bite cases attributed to other species are actually caused by this spider? Do you check your shoes before putting them on? Maybe it's time to start. Number 9. Ornamental fringed tarantula. Beauty and danger in one body. Native to Sri Lanka, the ornamental fringed tarantula, Poecilotheria ornata, is one of the most visually striking spiders in the world, as well as one of the fastest and most defensive. Its body can reach 8 centimeters, and with its legs extended up to 20 centimeters. Its coloration is simply spectacular, a brilliant pattern of white, black, and yellow that looks hand-painted, but don't be deceived by its beauty. It is one of the most venomous tarantulas in the Poecilotheria genus. This arboreal species lives in hollow tree trunks, where it builds silk shelters and spends most of its time hidden. It is extremely agile, and if threatened, will not hesitate to flee quickly or bite. Its venom is not lethal to humans, but can cause intense pain, muscle spasms, and in some cases, fever and nausea lasting several days. A curious fact: these tarantulas display agitation by raising their front legs and showing their fangs as a warning. Although many enthusiasts keep them as exotic pets because of their colors, they are not recommended for beginners. Would you dare to own a spider that is as beautiful as it is dangerous? Or would you prefer to admire it only in photos? Share your opinion. Number 10. Chinese bird-eating spider, Hainan's shadow hunter. From the humid, mysterious depths of Hainan Island's tropical forests in southern China emerges a creature that seems straight out of the pages of a biological horror story, the Chinese bird-eating spider. The name, though it may sound like an exaggeration to scare you, is surprisingly literal. This colossal tarantula is capable of capturing, subduing, and consuming small birds that dare to land near its burrow. Imagine walking through a dense forest, where the air smells of wet earth and decaying leaves. Beneath the green canopy, something moves silently among exposed roots. At first, it seems just a shadow, but when sunlight penetrates the leaves, you notice the metallic shine of dense hairs and the outline of long, jointed legs. The Chinese bird-eating spider is not just a predator, it is a reminder of nature's complex and elegant cruelty. Origin and habitat, a world of shadows and humidity. Hainan Island, often called the Hawaii of China, is famous for tropical beaches and lush forests. But in its most remote corners, far from tourist areas, exist nearly untouched ecosystems teeming with biodiversity. In this warm, humid environment, where temperatures rarely drop below 25 degrees Celsius and humidity approaches 90%, this spider reigns supreme. It prefers organic rich soils, ideal for digging deep burrows. There, it constructs a true underground fortress with silk-lined tunnels that remain stable even after heavy rains. The burrow entrance is camouflaged with leaves, twigs, and loose soil, making it almost invisible to unsuspecting prey. During the day, the spider stays hidden in its shelter to avoid direct heat. At night, however, the world changes. The air cools, forest sounds intensify, and it emerges slowly and methodically, every movement calculated. Morphology, a perfect hunting machine. With a leg span that can exceed 20 centimeters, this spider impresses both with its size and robust structure. Its body, covered in thick dark hairs, reflects shades from velvety brown to deep black, with subtle blue highlights under artificial light. Its fangs, long and curved like blades, can exceed 2 centimeters strong enough to pierce thick leather and even small reptile shells. These fangs are connected to powerful venom glands. While the venom is not lethal to healthy humans, it combines neurotoxins and digestive enzymes capable of paralyzing small prey in seconds. The attack is lightning fast, a quick leap, a precise bite, and the victim is soon wrapped in sticky silk. The sensory system of this tarantula is equally fascinating. Its eyes are small and poor at forming images, but detect movement and light changes with extreme accuracy. The real secret of its hunting, however, lies in the sensory hairs covering its legs and body. Each hair detects tiny ground vibrations, allowing the spider to hear the world through the soil. When a small bird lands near its burrow, the vibrations from its feet and wing beats are enough to alert the predator. Hunting style, patience, and deadly precision. Unlike many web-spinning spiders, the bird-eating spider is an ambush predator. It prefers to wait. Its burrow is strategically positioned near insect trails, ground nests, or areas where small rodents and birds feed. When it senses movement, every muscle freezes, every fiber tensed for the attack. Then, at the right moment, it explodes into action. Its long legs allow short, extremely fast movements. The attack lasts less than a second. The prey is immobilized before it even realizes what happened. Insects or lizards are consumed on the spot, but if it's a small bird, like a fledgling thrush or sparrow, the scene is even more striking. The spider pierces the body with its fangs and injects digestive enzymes, liquefying the prey's insides, which it then slowly sucks up. This behavior may seem brutal, but it is essential for ecological balance. The spider regulates populations of small vertebrates and insects, preventing imbalances that could affect other forest species. Venom and defense, nature's chemical arsenal. Although not considered deadly to humans, its bite is extremely painful. The venom contains neurotoxic components that disrupt nerve impulses, causing intense pain, swelling, muscle spasms, cramps, and dizziness. In rare cases, severe allergic reactions can occur, especially in sensitive individuals, but venom isn't its only defense. When threatened, it can raise its front legs and display its fangs in an intimidating gesture. If that's not enough, it rubs its hind legs against the abdomen, releasing microscopic urticating hairs that irritate the skin and eyes of predators. These hairs are an effective deterrent against small mammals, curious birds, and even unsuspecting humans. Life cycle, from egg to solitary hunter. Its life cycle is equally fascinating. After mating a ritual lasting hours that requires extreme care by the male, the female female lays an othica egg sac containing hundreds of eggs. For weeks, she guards it fiercely, refusing to leave the burrow. When the spiderlings hatch, hundreds of tiny spiders the size of ants disperse into the forest, beginning their perilous journey of survival. Lifespan is remarkable. Females can live up to 20 years in captivity, and probably more than a decade in the wild. Males, like in many tarantula species, live shorter lives, generally 5 to 7 years, often dying after mating. Local legends and popular beliefs. In Hainan, this spider has almost mythical status. Villagers tell stories of the forest guardian, a giant spider protecting the woods from hunters and intruders. In some communities, encountering one is considered bad luck, while in others, it symbolizes patience and strength. There are even folklore accounts of monks studying its behavior to understand lessons about balance and death in nature, the idea that everything alive must one day return to the earth. Comparison with other giant spiders. The Chinese bird-eating spider is often compared to the famous Theraphosa blondii, the Goliath bird-eating tarantula of the Amazon. While Theraphosa is slightly larger in mass, the Chinese species rivals it in leg span and speed. Another notable difference is behavior. The Amazonian spider is shy and reclusive, while the Chinese spider is aggressive, territorial, and bold, making it one of the most feared among breeders and researchers. Ecological importance and conservation. Despite its fearsome appearance, the spider is vital for ecosystem balance. It controls populations of harmful insects, small rodents, and even invasive birds that could threaten native species. Its presence indicates a healthy environment with rich soil and abundant prey. However, urbanization and deforestation in Hainan threaten its natural habitat. In some areas, it is considered vulnerable. Paradoxically, the fascination it inspires also puts it at risk, as collectors and traffickers hunt it illegally for international markets. In some parts of China, the spider is protected by law, and capture carries severe penalties. Local researchers educate the public about its ecological importance and promote forest conservation projects. In captivity, beauty and danger. Exotic spider breeders worldwide are interested in this species, but keeping it is challenging. It requires spacious terrariums, deep substrate for burrowing, and a warm, humid environment similar to Hainan's tropical climate. It is unpredictable, extremely defensive, and capable of attacking at the slightest sign of threat. Only experienced keepers attempt to maintain it. Even so, the question remains, would you dare to keep a tarantula that can hunt birds at home, or would you prefer to admire it from afar, safely behind a screen? Observing such a creature is like confronting a living reminder of the fine line between fascination and fear, as delicate as the silk it weaves in the forest depths. Extra curiosity, Chinese and Australian researchers have studied its venom to develop new analgesics and neuroprotective compounds, as certain proteins in its toxin block pain without causing dependency. Once again, nature shows that even the most feared beings can hide solutions to some of modern medicine's greatest challenges. Number 11, Mediterranean recluse spider, the silent house traveler. The Mediterranean recluse spider, Loxosceles rufescens, is a close relative of the violin spider but has a much wider distribution, found in Mediterranean regions, the Middle East, and parts of the Americas. Its size is similar to the brown recluse, with a body up to 1.5 cm, and it also has cytotoxic venom capable of causing necrotic skin lesions. It is a world traveler, adapting well to human environments. Like other recluse spiders, it is nocturnal and prefers dark, quiet places such as behind furniture, inside closets, or in piles of clothes. It is shy and non-aggressive, biting only if threatened or crushed. A curious fact, its bites are often mistaken for other skin conditions, making diagnosis difficult. Symptoms range from a small lesion that heals on its own to an ulcer requiring medical attention. Did you know that this spider is one of the most frequently transported accidentally through human trade and travel, which explains its wide global distribution? A true world traveler. Do you think it's important to know the spiders in your area, or would you rather remain unaware? Number 12, brown spider, the violinist hiding danger. Commonly known as the violin spider due to the violin-shaped mark on its cephalothorax, the brown recluse spider, Loxosceles reclusa, is one of the most feared spiders in North America, especially in the central and southern United States. It measures between 6 and 20 millimeters, a discrete size that often goes unnoticed. However, its cytotoxic venom can cause loxoscelism, a condition that destroys skin tissue, resulting in slowly healing necrotic ulcers. Imagine a bite that can leave a permanent scar. It is nocturnal nocturnal and reclusive, preferring dark, dry, low-traffic places such as attics, basements, closets, and wood piles. It only bites if cornered or threatened. A concerning detail, the bite is often painless initially, and symptoms may take hours or days to appear, making early detection difficult. In rare cases, the venom can cause severe systemic reactions. Did you know that despite its bad reputation, most bites attributed to the brown recluse are actually caused by other skin conditions? This is a spider whose reputation is larger than its size. What would you do if you saw a violin-marked spider in your house? Ignore it or investigate. Number 13, false widow, the imposter causing panic in Europe. The false widow spider, particularly the species Statota nobilis, has gained notoriety across Europe, especially in the United Kingdom, sparking widespread panic. Its appearance resembles the feared black widow, with a dark body and light markings on the abdomen that sometimes look like a skull. Its venom is far less potent, but a bite can cause pain, swelling, redness, nausea, headaches, and in some cases general malaise. Imagine the shock of seeing a spider that looks like a black widow inside your home. Originally from the Canary Islands and Madeira, it has spread across Europe and other parts of the world, adapting very well to urban environments. It builds irregular, messy webs in dark corners of homes and gardens. Interestingly, the name false widow does not mean it is harmless. It simply indicates that its venom is less dangerous than that of the true black widow. Its reputation is largely fueled by hysteria and confusion with more lethal species. Do you think the fear of spiders is greater than the actual danger they pose? Which scares you more, the one that looks dangerous or the one you don't even know? Number 14, Black Widow, the most iconic and feared spider of the Americas. The black widow spider, famous for its red hourglass marking on the abdomen, is perhaps the most iconic and feared spider in the Americas. Despite its small body, about 1.5 centimeters, its reputation is immense. Its neurotoxic venom is extremely potent, estimated to be 15 times stronger than a rattlesnake's. A single bite can cause latrodectism, a syndrome characterized by severe muscle pain, cramps, nausea, excessive sweating, and in severe cases, difficulty breathing and paralysis. Fortunately, deaths are rare thanks to modern medical care. These spiders are shy and solitary, preferring dark, quiet places such as sheds, garages, or woodpiles. They bite only when threatened or when their web is disturbed. A fascinating fact, the name Black Widow comes from the belief that females devour males after mating, which occurs in less than 10% of cases in nature. Did you know their webs are among the strongest in the animal kingdom, even stronger than steel of the same thickness? A true masterpiece of natural engineering. What would you do if you found a Black Widow in your home? Try to capture it or call an expert. Number 15, Brazilian wandering spider, the world's most venomous. According to Guinness, also known as the banana spider, the Brazilian wandering spider holds the title of the world's most venomous spider, according to the Guinness World Records. With a body up to 5 cm and a leg span reaching 15 cm, this nocturnal predator is extremely aggressive. Unlike other spiders that wait in their webs, Phonutria species actively hunt, moving across forest floors and often hiding in unexpected places such as homes, shoes, or, unfortunately, in banana bunches, which has led to accidental transport to other countries. Imagine opening a bunch of bananas and finding one. Its neurotoxic venom is fast-acting, causing intense pain, swelling, sweating, rapid heartbeat, and in severe cases, paralysis and asphyxiation. A frightening detail, in males, the bite can cause priapism, a prolonged, painful erection. Fortunately, an effective antivenom exists, but immediate medical attention is crucial. Did you know this spider is so bold that it raises its front legs and displays its fangs in an attack posture when threatened? A clear warning not to approach. What would you do if you encountered one in your house? Call an expert or attempt to catch it. Number 16, Chilean recluse, the corner terror of South America. Known as the corner spider in Chile and other South American countries, Loxosceles laeta is one of the continent's most dangerous spiders. Despite its modest size, up to 3 centimeters, its necrotic venom can destroy skin tissue, causing severe wounds. Imagine a bite that can leave a lesion the size of a coin or larger. This spider is nocturnal and prefers dark, low-traffic areas such as behind pictures, furniture, or inside closets. It is shy and only bites if cornered or pressed against skin. An alarming fact, its bite is often initially painless, making early detection difficult. Symptoms can take hours to appear, and the lesion may develop into a necrotic ulcer. In very rare cases, the venom can cause systemic damage affecting internal organs. Did you know this spider is so adaptable that it has been found worldwide, accidentally transported by humans? How often do you check the dark corners of your home? Have you ever found one? Number 17, Sydney funnel web spider, Australia's deadliest. If there is one spider that represents danger in Australia, it is the Sydney funnel web spider, Atrax robustus. Considered one of the world's most venomous spiders, this creature can reach 7 cm and is known for its aggressiveness and fast-acting neurotoxic venom. A bite can be fatal within hours if not treated immediately. Males are especially dangerous, with venom up to 6 times more potent than females. They live within a 100-kilometer radius around Sydney in underground burrows with funnel-shaped entrances. These are terrestrial spiders but can be brought indoors by heavy rain. A chilling detail, they can raise their front legs and display their fangs as an attack, warning a clear sign to stay away. Fortunately, a highly effective anti-venom, developed in 1981, has saved countless lives. Did you know their venom is being studied for medical applications, including stroke treatment? From one of the deadliest creatures, something life-saving may emerge. Would you dare to live in Sydney knowing these spiders are nearby? Number 18, Northern Tree Trapdoor Spider, the Australian ambusher. From the humid forests of northern New South Wales and southern Queensland comes the northern tree trapdoor spider, one of the most dangerous in its group. This spider, with a body up to 5 centimeters, is known for its aggressiveness and potent neurotoxic venom, which attacks the nervous system directly. Imagine a spider that doesn't hesitate to attack when threatened, raising its front legs as a warning. Unlike its Sydney cousin, this species prefers to live in trees, building silk tunnels in hollow trunks and branches. It is a nocturnal hunter, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike. A terrifying detail, male venom is much more potent than female venom. Although there is no specific anti-venom, the Sydney funnel web anti-venom has proven effective. Did you know these spiders can survive submerged for hours, trapping air bubbles around their body like a built-in oxygen tank? What would you do if you found one in your garden, capture it, or run away? Number 19, Katipo spider, New Zealand's dangerous widow. Relative from the beaches and dunes of New Zealand comes the Katipo spider, small but powerful, the only native black widow relative in the country. Its name Katipo means night bite in Maori, and for good reason. Despite its modest size, with females up to 8 mm, its neurotoxic venom is similar to its famous relatives and can cause severe pain, sweating, nausea, and in rare cases, respiratory issues. Imagine such a tiny spider with such potent venom. The Katipo is solitary and shy, preferring low coastal vegetation where it builds irregular webs. Interestingly, there are 2 subspecies, the red Katipo more common and the black Katipo rarer. Both are threatened by habitat loss and the introduction of invasive species. Did you know scientists are working to protect this spider because it plays an important role in New Zealand's ecosystem? Do you think all venomous spiders should be eradicated, or should they be protected for their ecological role? Share your opinion in the comments. Number 20, white-tailed spider, the nighttime hunter that will surprise you. Meet the white-tailed spider, Lampona cilindrata, a creature that, despite its moderate size up to 1.8 centimeters, generates fear and controversy in Australia. Its name comes from the distinctive white mark at the tip of its dark abdomen. This spider is a very active nocturnal hunter that does not use webs to catch prey, but actively pursues it, sometimes even indoors. Imagine waking up and finding one hunting for dinner in your living room. Its venom is cytotoxic, meaning it can damage tissue. Although it has been accused of causing severe skin ulcers, recent studies debunk these myths, showing that bites rarely cause serious problems, usually limited to local pain, swelling, and redness. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed our content, subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Also, check out other interesting videos appearing on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.